Ops 5 is coming for the year 2020, and with that, here are 5 things that you didn't know about the upcoming game. So coming in at our number 5 spot, this is going to be that Black Ops 5 is Modern Warfare, but on next gen. Now hear me out, this is a lot of concepts to break down now. So essentially, Black Ops 5 was revealed to be a Cold War era game like Kotaku says, and also with this Cold Era game, it is going to be an amalgamation of the previous Black Ops games. Similar to how Modern Warfare was an amalgamation of the complete series from Modern Warfare 1 to 3, Black Ops 5 will be a combination of what we see from Black Ops 1 or even World at War to Black Ops 4. Now, a lot of people can argue with me that Black Ops 4 was essentially going to be that, but I think that Black Ops 5 is even going to be a more subversion of Black Ops 4. And what I say and what I mean by this is that it's probably going to have a really basic multiplayer mode with an incredibly basic battle royale mode and a lot of rehash Black Ops Zombies classics, similar to what we're seeing in Call of Duty Online for China and Call of Duty Mobile with zombies just coming around the corner. That is what I can see Black Ops 5 as being, as more of an all-around game focusing on the really core aspects. This is going to be a Cold War game. It's going to be very similar to Black Ops 1 and not very similar to what we've been seeing in Black Ops 3 and 4. So I would say think of everything from Black Ops series, but in Black Ops 1 as the game presents itself. And of course, with that leap in technology, we are going to be seeing this platform game on the PS5 and also on Project Scarlet for whatever that releases for Xbox. And I am quite excited to see whether this game will have another last gen like Black Ops 3 did, because there seems to be patterns with each of these releases. Black Ops 3 had a last gen, Black Ops 4 did not have a last gen because it was fully on the next gen console, but now that there's another next generation, Black Ops 5 is most likely going to be split across all of these different consoles and including PC. Will it come onto Battle.net or will it come onto Steam? It will most likely come onto Battle.net, as Activision has not said anything about it. And coming into our number 4 spot, this is that Treyarch has only had 2 years of time to work on this game rather than the 3-year cycle. With the release of Black Ops 5, they've gone from a 3-year development cycle down to a 2-year, meaning that reused assets in creating the game will be a top priority in terms of finishing and in terms of what we can get, which is why I expect, especially with zombies, that we're potentially going to be seeing a custom map creator and maybe 1 or 2 zombie maps on launch. I think this is going to re-innovate a lot of people to come back and play, but also just keep it simple like all zombies fans want. Now, also with Treyarch, many have left from the original developing team, so a lot of these new games will be designed by either people from different studios like Raven or Infinity Ward, or they're going to be maybe the Treyarch feel, but the Treyarch feel after Black Ops 4 has really changed, and I think this is going to exclude a lot of different content, but I still think the Treyarch classics will come back, which brings me into my number 3 spot. Coming into our number 3, I believe Black Ops 5 will have a major upheaval in mechanics. Now, every game in the Black Ops series is radically different. You look at Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3, there's such a different variety of guns and gameplay tactics and specialist weapons that were not even introduced into Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 made an innovation, Black Ops 4 made an innovation, and now with Black Ops 5, it's time for people to revert back. It seems to be an either cycle where you're constantly pushing forward into the future with different sort of weapons and all that gear, or you're reverting to what we used to do, and Black Ops 5 will definitely be a revert. Many changes that I believe will be changed is a lot of the mechanics in Black Ops 4, seeing the general consensus of what people's opinions were about the new perk system, the new point system, the new zombie movement system. Many people will want a huge switch going back into potential Black Ops 3 mechanics, and like I said, with the focus being on Black Ops 1, who knows, we could have a Black Ops 1 styled zombies game on our hand. but I definitely don't believe that a lot of the changes that were introduced into Black Ops 4 will stay in the game for Black Ops 5, especially with only 2 years of development. They have to use reused assets, and they have to prioritize what they want to do, and they can't waste their time on anything now. They can't waste their time on a stupid perk system, on movement, on dumb things, so they are going to try and make this game as cohesive as possible like the previous games, which I believe is going to be really nice, and it's going to be a complete refreshment for what Zombies is and what it could be. It's taking the Black Ops 3 custom zombies approach and saying, how do we take custom zombies and make that even better with our next iteration of the game? So hopefully Treyarch is working hard on that. And coming into our number 2 spot, this will be that Dead Ops Arcade 3 has a high potential to appear back in Black Ops 5. Now, one of my favorite game modes in Black Ops 3 was Dead Ops Arcade 2. I absolutely loved it. I know you guys did. I got a ton of views on just showing a little guide on how to beat the whole game, but it is one of my favorite parts. Every time I even come back into Black Ops 3, that is the game mode that I usually play. And with the Dead Ops Arcade cycle, we can actually see that Dead Ops Arcade 1 was made in Black Ops 1, and then they skipped a year of development and then used that year of development to create it for Black Ops 3, and then finally Black Ops 4 did not feature a Dead Ops Arcade 3, so the irony or the estimate is that Black Ops 5 will be appearing with Dead Ops Arcade 3, which I'm very excited about. And you can also see little hints even in the Black Ops 4 development. Rush mode, which came out in Black Ops 4 Zombies, is a very similar game mode to Dead Ops Arcade. It's like a dumbed down version of Dead Ops Arcade, and with Dead Ops Arcade 2 adding first person view and gameplay, it could be revolutionary for what we see in Black Ops 5. There could be some first person gameplay, some third person gameplay, a lot more actual gameplay in terms of where you want to go and how far you can actually progress through the storyline of Dead Ops Arcade. I am quite excited. Dead Ops Arcade 2 was an absolute masterpiece, and I think it is going to be a lot of fun. And coming down into our number 1 spot, this is potentially the most controversial could be a potential facet of what things go on in Black Ops 5. Obviously, I think Chaos will be coming back from Black Ops 4. I know there was definitely a little bit of a spark of fan base for there, and I think Black Ops 5 will be a heavy emphasis on Chaos and barely anything to do with the Ether storyline. If there is any Ether storyline, it will most likely end up being just characters and a bunch of things that don't really make up for what we saw in Black Ops 4. Again, Black Ops 5 is going to be a very non-traditional game, but a traditional game in its own sense. It's not going to break away from everything like Black Ops 4 does, but it's going to go back to its roots and take it from there without doing anything too crazy is what I think is going to happen. There is potential for a new whole storyline that they could be adding into the game. It really isn't possible to tell right now, but I know for sure that people will be shocked when they see either that Ether will not be returning, Chaos will be the only game in the next Call of Duty Black Ops 5, and if something like one of the major developers leaves and cannot provide story for this next game. Who knows? Zombies may only become a gameplay focused mode in the next game. We really can't tell, but with the emphasis on the Chaos storyline, I think a lot of people will be wanting to know how that ends and what will be going on for that. Obviously, Craig Houston in the last Treyarch live stream, he left a ton of hints and clues as to what people can expect for the next game, but obviously right now we are so early in the development cycle. Even though Modern Warfare is just coming out this month, Black Ops 5 will definitely be coming out in a year's time from now, and we will be seeing some major changes but the biggest question is, will it bring a lot of the community back? And that is the hardest thing to say. We really don't know. Black Ops 5 has to not cut it short with its consumers. It has to be exactly straight up to what it is. There cannot be any hiding with microtransactions. It needs to be a solid game. And with the rise of Call of Duty mobile sales and purchases, who knows where the future of Black Ops 5 could go. But right now, I bet you they are in grind mode as they are trying to output this game and do it as big as they did with the last game. I'm excited for it. I hope Treyarch can provide, but again, who knows now? Everybody always has this sense of nostalgia with zombies, and that's what makes it so popular. And with that sense of nostalgia gone, who really knows what is going to happen with the Call of Duty Zombies mode. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out to this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you in the next one.